I need to say something to the Republican Party, and it's going to sting a bit. I apologize, but the truth is the truth. You want, and I've never been a leftist, you want to scream about, look at the crazy left and all this identity and gender ideology. How did it get that way? Turn your focus at yourselves. You have to. If you want to be an honest party, that is what you will have to do, is stop looking outward and look at yourselves. Look at your party. Look at that George Washington was a Freemason. Many of the early founders were. The very fact that men need a male-dominated club to go to besides just going out with the guys at the bar, okay? Screams insecurity. Screams we have issues we don't want to look at. And it goes back to the, you go back to the Freemasons, you're going back to what, 1400s, 1500s in Scotland, in England. And yet that was supposedly some pushback on the Catholic Church when they're really no different than the Catholic Church, except, well, they're really not. Except I guess the Freemasons don't really wear dresses and the Vatican does. Yeah, I mean, the first church there started the identity crisis. It really did. Because it said, no, we're the vicars of Christ. Meaning, basically saying something that Jesus said no man should be saying. That if somebody comes and says they are Christ, and you Catholics make all the excuses you want. I'm so done with the excuses, okay? So past that. Like I said, it sting a little bit. But they started wearing dresses there, okay? Just go look at how much they spend on their wardrobe. All men. We're male-dominated church. We will never let women come to the very top. No, can't allow that. So right from the start, we're never an example of Christ, just because of that alone. Then you got every male-dominated society created just ongoing after that. That was no different than that, except that maybe they didn't wear dresses and they wore suits. Okay, big deal. Still showing there's a male insecurity here. It going out with the guys to the bar, okay, every week or whatever you do, okay, isn't enough. And you need to go to your secret clubhouse and you need to meet in your secret room with your secret rituals and your secret geometry and your secret arithmetic and all your compasses. If that is what you need to do, then you scream not manliness, but that I'm insecure and I'm too afraid to look at my insecurity. So I am just going to tell the world how it should be, and men must be dominant over women, and so dominant that we will need to have our secret male-dominated societies. George Bush from Skull and Bones, John Kerry from Skull and Bones. I'm sure many of you Republicans and even Democrats are all you lawyers are from some secret society out of the universities, because they came with the start of America. They came with the 1776 founders, okay? And yet then I have to hear how great and wonderful America is. Sorry, Donald Trump, but there's some problems that you can continue to just brush under the carpet and no, we're just gonna paint over it, and we just paint over it and act like it doesn't exist. But that is not the answer. You have to get to the root and pull it out so it's gone. Otherwise, that root just will keep coming up and diseasing everything. So you have gotten the crazy lunatic left identity craziness because of the Republican Party. How could I say that? You are responsible. Because many of you saying that you're Christian, but you all come from these male-dominated secret groups in the universities. Our founding was with the Freemasons, okay? And whatever excuse you want to make for the wonderful George Washington, okay? See, he clearly had some insecurity issues, because if you need to be in a male-dominated society, then you're not very male worthy, in my opinion, because you have insecurity issues that you don't want to look at. I know. The men in the country will hate me. Okay, whatever. But it's the truth. The truth will set you free, Jesus said. And I'm really only talking to the Christian men, you Christian men that are all from these little societies that have gone on to be nothing more than what the Catholic Church is. You all are the same. Then you want to stand in your grandiosity and say the left is lunatics and their gender ideology. How did it get to that? Because of your identity crisis. Maybe if you could see the truth of that, then maybe the country itself would be set free.